Light workers, attention root workers, attention conjure doctors, attention nature-based faith practitioners, attention spiritualists, attention diviners, attention prophets, attention the spiritually eclectic, attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on the fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha, for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm Ayansa JT Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast. Ekule. That is good evening in the Yoruba tongue. First, I'm going to give honor and thanks to your Ori, your ancestors and spirit guides, for leading you here to share this moment of time and space. It's 12 minutes past your 9 o'clock hour if you are listening or watching from the Central Standard Time Zone, and it is time for your nightly or 6 a.m. Mystic Forecast. And I am Mayanza J. Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio. I am broadcasting live from 7 portals. That's 1, my Tweetabird, so if you aren't already, follow me on Twitter for whatever I use it for. I am also broadcasting on my YouTube, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe there so that you can not only catch a nightly mystic forecast at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. It's time-sensitive information, so you might want to catch it like you would any other weather forecast. And also, the YouTube channel features other content that gives you sneak peeks into my exclusive orbit. I am also broadcasting live from 3 Facebook pages: Ayanza J. Muse, the 222.9 The Mothership Facebook page, and my Fridaily only spot, Honey, Love, and War Paint, complete with the matching Instagram 2229 Fridays. And of course, I am cruising the airwaves of your 24/7 Mystic Haven on the airwaves, 222.9. And there, you're listening to the sounds of Carlos Santana, winding it down for your Jupiter-ruled, Shango-venerated Thursday. So let's recap that real quick fast before we get into Friday's forecast, because I got folks listening at 6 a.m. that don't want to listen. I hear too much about energies gone by. So let's recap it. Today, Thursday, Ojobo, Day of Expansion, came on a double 9 energy, with 9 being the day of the month and the daily numerology, and it's been doing that for the last 11 days. All the numbers have been adding up to the day of the month. So this is a really good week to work on some alignment. Shango's wind, wifey doubles up. And who is Shango's wind wifey? None other than Oya. And Oya's number is 9. Shango's day is Thursday. So some things probably stirred up internally or externally. That's just designed for your inner transformation and growth. It's the 8th Thursday of autumn equinox, so there's some infinite possibilities in that little mix. 3rd of Scorpio season, and the season of the stingers is designed to bring those deep, murky waters from the bottom up to the surface where they can find flow. Tonight's moon is waning in the house of Libra, and we're heading into a new moon on Moon Day, so that's a beautiful thing. So prepare to set your new intentions as you release things when things could take away in the tide. So, waning moons are good banish moons. So, this is a good time to get away and get rid of things that are messing with your inner balance, especially in the areas of justice and love. So, check out your balances, check out your imbalances, assess them both, approach them from a place of love because Libra's planet is Venus. And from there, you'll find a better balance. Watch and see what I tell you. Here on 222.9 The Mothership, we've been kicking it all day with the divine, funky fire starter fathers of song that's been getting it in for you all day long and then some. But when the clock strikes 12, Shango's gonna pass that good time clock to Oshun. The energies of Jupiter will shift into Venus and Neptune, the turn up day for Tauruses, Libras, and Pisces. And we're gonna shift into that, oh, thank Goddess. It's Friday energy. And here on the Mothership, we got all day long the divine feminine of song, all day for Oshun's Day. I'm Mayonza J. Muse, and this is your nightly or 6 a.m. Mystic Forecast. And when I come back, we're going to see tomorrow into today with Friday's forecast. Ashe. Did you enjoy what you found within I Chings and Scarlet Serenes? Then you'll love it when we sweeten it up a bit with some honey, love, and war paint. Your Fridaily blog about love at www.poeticallymused.org/sweet sacred honey gourd. That's poeticallymused.org/SWEETSACREDHONEYGOURD. Why don't you meet me there tomorrow? Ashe. All right, and we're back. So, in case you are just now joining us, I'm Mayonza J. Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, baby, bringing you the music, the mystics, the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio, bringing you your cosmic weather forecast. For, thank Goddess, it's Friday, November 10th, 2023. So, the day starts on a 1, love under new management. It's time for some new beginnings in love, family. Y'all remember the Mickey Howard song? I'm in love under new management. Yes. And being in love under new management starts with the reconstruction of self. How do we redefine love? First with ourselves, so that we can define the nature of the kind of love we attract. And that's love from friends, love from family, love from your spirit and soul tribe, and oh yes, that intimate love that extends and transcends all space and time. Talking about that love between the sheets too. And Oshun, the riverine goddess, is here on this day to help us surrender to our natural flow, have more fun with life, learn how to move life out of the way to live. It is the 8th Friday of autumn equinox and the 3rd Friday of Scorpio season. And like Thursday night, the moon is still waning in the house of Libra. And Libra carries Venus energy, and Venus is ruling the day, and Oshun is bringing that river flow. So allow yourself to surrender to love as it is, where it is, right there in your life. Whether it's love for your craft, love for your ministry, love for your community, love for your loved ones, love for your children. Love, love, love. Be the love that you want to attract. And I guarantee you, the universe will send it to you much faster than you think. We are still in the second decan of Scorpio season, and it's the second to the last day because we go into the third decan on the 12th, and this is the 10th here. And if you are a second decan Scorpio, you're actually half Pisces. So your deep, murky waters have a lot more intuition than the half Cancer Scorpios, which are the most emotional, and the full on Scorpios, who are just simply mysterious. And all of us have to deal with Scorpio energy within us because the eighth house in Scorpio, Pluto, and Mars all have placements in our personal natal charts. And those of you that study your natal chart, and you should, take this time to look at your eighth house, where your placement of Scorpio is, to learn about the Scorpio energy in you. And while you're at it, don't drink that haterade. It's not alkaline. Make sure you are giving all the House 8 residents the love during their turn up season. Because we all know good and damn well that when it's our turn, our zodiac season rolls up, we're going to want the world to celebrate with us. And we should. But go on and sow those good seeds of karma. You know what I mean? Show the Scorpios in their life, in your life, your love. Ashe? Ashe. Well, if you were born on November 10th, you like to lead and will not take a secondary position if you can possibly help it. That could have gone anywhere. Granted that Scorpio energy does deal with the genitals. I'm going to keep my third eye above my sacral. Let me try that again. You like to lead and will not take a secondary position if you can possibly help it. You are very public spirited and quite the philanthropist. You love travel, reading, and music. You should marry someone who is sympathetic towards your broad interests. But I wouldn't use the word sympathetic. I would say marry somebody who is as ambitious as you are. If you'd like to learn more about how Scorpio energy affects you, then by all means, help yourself to the lovely Osun care package that I put in this video's description box so that you can book your personal session with yours truly. Because I'm not just a radio connoisseur, darling. I'm also a 9-year professional seasoned psychic advisor, astrology, tarot reading, but people been bringing me their stuff since I was 16, so we're not even going to count all the advice off the record. And 6 of those 9 years is all y'all priestesshood. So I am a queen in understanding the quasars, and I would love to help you understand yours. So check out the log, check out the blog, check out the links that are in the description box, and book your reading. I'm going to wet my whistle real quick, and when I come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about what's going on in the quasars and the planets that are busting the moonwalk. I'm Ayansa J. Muse, and this is your 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. Mystic Forecast on 222.9, the Mothership, Internet Radio for the road less traveled. Ashe. Tarot readings. A lot like peach cobbler. You may have had them before, but you've never tried mine. 7 cards, 7 chakras, 7 oris. What will they say about your inner alignment? The Chakra Line Tarot Reading by Ayansa J. T. Muse. Brought to you by the Mothership Mystic Boutique. Boutique prescription healing stone waist beads and or bracelets for the men are available upon request. If you are hearing this over Mothership airwaves, visit the 222.9 Mothership Facebook page for your link to book an appointment. If you're seeing this online, click the link in the description box below and let's get this show on the road. Ashe. Yellows, golds, Venus, Ibashe Osun, love, sensuality, voices of the mothers. Welcome to Fridays on the Mothership. 222.9. Beam up. And we are back. So, in case you're just now joining us, I'm Ayanza J. Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership, Internet radio for the road less traveled. And now let's talk about these planets that are busting a moonwalk on us. We got 3 planets left in retrograde before we get into our final retrograde of Mercury, and that's coming up next month. But I'll be updating you on that, as we get closer to that time. But right now, let's talk about what's going on right now. There's a new moon in Scorpio that's headed our way on Moon Day. So the day of the waters, the day of the moon, Moon Day, plus Scorpio energy, as in the Scorpio sun and Scorpio moon. Ooh, that new moon's gonna be a doozy. I can't wait to work with that one. But anywho, if you are a Pisces, then Neptune's retrograde in Pisces will affect you more than it will the other 11 zodiac houses. In the Orisha energies, Neptune resonates most with Olokun and Yemanja energy, divine compassion energy, ideals, intuition, spirituality, and the planet of dreams. And we went into this retrograde on June 30th. We'll be coming out on December 6th. And all of these dates are multiples and dividends of 3, which means there's a lot of SU energy woven into this retrograde. And when retrograde and Neptune happens, you want to be mindful of delusionism, the difference between divinity and delusionism, because the mind can play tricks on you. And when we get to talking about meditating and the angels say and the spirits say, you really want to be more specific on which angel and which spirit you're talking to. I'm going to leave that where it is. Document your dreams more now than ever so that you can apply what your subconscious is telling you to your waking life. And then you really want to kind of avoid too many vices and embrace any confusion that comes into your life from a spiritual standpoint. Because when you do that, you allow yourself to see who you are from who you were, who you are from who you're becoming, who you are from who you ascend to be, who you are from the boxes that other people may be trying to put you in for their own convenience. And this is a very strong Neptune retrograde because she's net retrograding in her own strongest house. Then we have Ibashe Oya, the planet of intuition, shakeups, sudden changes, the higher octave of Mercury, Uranus. Oya energy all day. We went into this retrograde on August 28th, and we won't be coming out of Uranus retrograde until January 27th of next year. And like Neptune, Uranus is in its very, very, very strong retrograde because she, like Neptune, is retrograding in her own strongest house, Aquarius, the house of knowing. And that's why there's such a mass awakening happening with a lot of people right now, because we are shifting from the Piscean ages, the age of belief, and Pisces is ruled by Neptune, into the Aquarian age of knowing, which is the age of Aquarius and Uranus energy. With both of these planets in retrograde, a lot is going to come up spiritually, especially during Scorpio season when we're digging deep into our own deepest waters. Ibashe Shango, Jupiter is in retrograde, planet of heat, planet of expansion and masculine drive and good luck. We went in on this retrograde on September 4th and will be coming out on December 3rd. Now, this retrograde is in the house of Taurus. So, with that being said, the principle of expansion becomes contraction when the planet retrogrades. And that means that a lot of wonderful, abundant things are going to come in for people who have sown good karma. All you have to do is allow your Ori to be open to receive. Now, those of you that have been planting thorn patches for folks, well, you'll be getting a return on your harvest as well. And when you do, just be inspired to grow a better crop from those lessons you had to learn from the thorns you may have chosen to harvest. Either way, I assess your habits because a higher level of living does require a higher level of you. So, those of you that have planted good seeds of karma, prepare to embrace your higher path because Jupiter is coming to bring back a lot of the things that you put out, contract the things you expanded. If you are a Pisces or a Sagittarius, you lucky dogs, this one is going to affect you more than it will the other 11 houses. Should you need to get into more of a personal discussion about how each planetary retrograde affects you based on what's going on in your personal natal chart, then by all means feel free to book a personal reading. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we're going to get to your nightly tarot draw from the Medicine Woman Healing Tarot deck. And I'm going to play a poem and a little special something for you from my book. I just published a brand new book this year called Headdress First, The Art of Spirituality. And it's a workbook and an overview of simply the spirit of your consciousness, the Ori. Because the Ori is where everything begins and everything ends. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I am my Auntie J Muse, and this is your nightly Mystic Forecast. Ori, the Poetic Incantation, written by yours truly. I painted this a crown lavender for you. Listen. Ori, Ori, voice of the god, voice of the goddess, that slice of Olodumare in you, in me, the spirit, and all living things, Ibashe Iponri. It must be open, open to receive, the first womb in us all to conceive. Downloads. Obedience results in divine tales to be told, and a sight to behold you become. But the ego suffers marriage casualties, so don't run. Surrender, and life gets fun. So come, the sun awaits to caress your pineal. It gets real when your vision shifts. Your soul will sing Aretha riffs as your spiritual gifts get discovered. You'll love it, Ori. Ori. Ibashe Bonri, spirit of the consciousness where thoughts and experiences nest, rest, processed and harvest perception, the body, the spirit and soul's constant birth, death, and resurrection. Once erected, discern to protect it, become more selective. Humility keeps it open, open to correction, and you're a constant painted brush of imperfect perfection. Ori, Ori, the first mind. How 8th and ninth chakras connect to third eyes. And like owls, you'll grow wise. And the pigeons may despise, 'cause it may make you look pompous. But actually it's your compass. Through labyrinths, turn new neural pathways that irrigate your own ways. Of genius. Live and love the god and goddess embodiment and mean it. Ori. Ori. That light switched on from within, see. Those who seek union with their spiritual double tend to steer around troubles more fluently. Instinct creates distinction between intelligence and imbalanced thinking, and more easily visible are tricksters that come with booty shaking and eyes winking. Choices and actions switch the tonics you're drinking, and you're tasting the sweetness of molasses divine living. And you just shivered if this resonates. Subvert the seeds that all your divine mind incubates. Shift the math, shift the math, shift the math, then recalculate a new totality. Ori oni re, that higher reality. Ori, ori, Olodamare in you and in me. Assisted by the Orishas, speaking through mounted street preachers, forces of our natures, then life becomes a teacher, with blessings in tow for those who keep reaching, to beseech the highest you, the highest me. Raise the vibration and the world beams up collectively, so let's just be aligned with Impori, Iponri, Ori, Ori, the lock and the key. Ayasa J. Muse, moonwaxing in Scorpio. Ashe. From Headdress First, an overview and workbook for your Ori. The Art of Spirituality, Volume 1, written and produced by Ayansa J.T. Mused. Available now. See the link in my profile. Oh, and beam up to 222.9, the Mothership on Sundays at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time to hear excerpts of this book infused with contemporary gospel and a smooth jazz groove, all in veneration to the King of the Orisha, Obatala. Ashe. And we are back. So, in case you're just now joining us, I'm Mayanza J. Muse, the mother of the Mothership, bringing you the music, the mystics, the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio. And what we're looking at tonight on tonight's tarot draw from the Medicine Woman Healing deck is the Exemplar of Stones and the Totem of Bowls. But they're both inverted. So, what the message here is saying is, with the Exemplar of Stones, it speaks to being a master teacher, and it speaks to giving what you already have. So many of us may be feeling like we still have to learn more to be able to teach, but the universe is saying, empty the cup you have now so that it will be full again, or better yet, knock the bottom out of your cup and become a vessel of constant flow. Because that's what Oya and Oshun, Oya is slipping there, but Oya is a riverine goddess as well. But Oya, Oshun, the essence of the feminine river, is to have a consistent flow. So whatever you already have, give and share the wisdom you already have so you can be refilled again. And it is a constant flow. This showing up inverted is also saying that many of us are still working way too hard. Relax and learn to work smart. Because working hard brings about an energy of urgency, an energy of worry. It invites anxiety. And all of these things are unhealthy when it comes to divine feminine flow. So allow yourself to work smart and easy, not hard. That way, you're giving the universe room to bob and weave. And that's when your life becomes more of a flow. Speaking of flow, over here on the totem of bowls showing up inverted, this is also an indication of a need to let go. And some of us are really piled up with a lot of downloads. Just get on one thing at a time. Because the road to your highest destiny is built brick by brick. And sometimes when we get massive downloads, we kind of shuttle them down some because we don't think they're possible. Or we wait until we feel we're worthy. Or we wait until we feel we are equipped. And the universe is saying here, the energy of Oshun is saying here, allow yourself to flow and you will ascend to those places all on your own. And asking for a deeper understanding, Flip the tarot deck and you have the Eight of Arrows upright. So what this means is that many of you have had spiritual gifts or something passed down to you. And now you're in a different space of spiritual ascension and wondering what you have to do with it. And you have to work harder and work your way into deserving it. And this is where the Spirit is saying, relax. Allow yourself to enjoy the spiritual gifts you've been given so you can surrender to the natural flow of them. There's no such thing as being good enough for a blessing, because sometimes the universe blesses you as proof that the divine loves you just the way you are. And when you do the same, your ascensions will be far more flow-filled and natural. Should you need a personal reading, then by all means, please use the link in the comment section, not the comment section, the Osun Care Package in this video's description box. I'm Mayantha J. Muse, and this is your nightly Mystic Forecast, or your 6 a.m. Mystic Forecast on 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. Love and light star seeds, it's Mayantha J. Muse, just bringing you a quick piece of gratitude, should I say. This retrograde energy of 2023, 6 planets doing the moonwalk, really has me doing a lot of reflecting. So I decided to share with you some reviews because 222.9 The Mothership has earned some awards and gotten some magazine recognition. But the thing that's the most rewarding to me is knowing that the mojo done healed somebody and they let me know about it. So I'm going to share these reviews with you, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Ashe. So the reviews are in. Thank you for allowing me this moment to share. And now it's your turn. Beam up to 222.9 The Mothership to enjoy the mystics, the music, and the mojo dedicated to your spiritual healing. And book your personal reading, whichever one you may need, through the link in the comment section so that you can leave your review and I can post another set of these in gratitude. Ashe. And that concludes our forecast. Thank you for joining me. I hope you gained some things to help you align your spirit and prepare you for the energies of Thank Goddess It's Friday, October 10th. Stay tuned. If you're listening at the 9 p.m. hour, then stay tuned for my Thursday nightly vision of what love looks like, brought to you by the Divine Fathers of Song. And I'm about to kick it off with one of my favorite sensual jams from the masculine side of things, the OJs, with Keep On Loving Me. Whew, there's nothing like when you let a mighty man sing to you. Anywho, if you're listening at 6 a.m., then stay tuned for the rising Bimbe to Osun before we get into your divine feminine mothers of song all day long. And as always, remember, the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind, your ass will follow. I'm Mayanta J. Muse, and this has been your nightly mystic forecast on 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up.